everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano.
Man, we got so much to cover. We got an episode of NXT that, the episode wasn't great. Nice ending. A couple little things. You sent me a clip to watch on YouTube.
Yes.
As part of this recap, and that was really good.
It was way better than NXT.
It was better than the episode.
We're going to get into that too.
And then we're going to get into predictions because we have a standalone NXT pay-per-view this Saturday.
Yes.
So exciting stuff.
First time in a long time that's been the case.
Yes.
So yeah, lots to get to.
Yeah.
So what's going on with you though?
How are you?
You saw Godzilla. How was Godzilla?
Godzilla was good. Aaron Garcia is who I saw it with. He loved it.
Yeah.
But I think it was fan service Godzilla. And he knows a hell of a lot more. I mean, I watched every Godzilla movie when I was a kid. I loved it, But I think he's seen all the Japanese only Godzillas that they made over the last 15 years. And and there was just a lot of references to that.
Right.
That a few went over my head.
Like just dialogue?
After. Huh?
Just dialogue?
Yeah. But not
there
just
wasn't
dialogue.
that much there wasn't that much monster fights?
No, like Mothra being cocooned, that was a big thing. This movie should have been called Mothra.
Is there at least a lot of destruction by the monsters, like killing people?
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck?
I don't think they go into a building, but
you
showed them evacuating the city first.
The last Godzilla movie was so boring until the end. We finally got, a fight at the end.
Yeah.
We had to wait an hour and a half for it.
I don't know if the fights were better in this movie than the last movie.
What the fuck?
Even though you couldn't see half the fights, when they finally fought in the last one, you saw it. You know what I mean?
Should I even watch this movie?
I think you'll be disappointed, but,
just do what they did with Skull Island, King Kong Skull Island. That movie was amazing. It was King Kong for the whole 2 hours.
You're going to hate the plot device.
Ugh.
It makes zero sense.
What the hell?
And how?
Why can't they make a good Godzilla movie? You have them on, just have them fight. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Just have them fight the whole movie.
No people.
Who cares
no
about
people?
Are the characters at least interesting?
Again, Kyler Chandler's one of my favorite actors, so he was awesome.
But his character is good?
Sure.
Because the last movie with Kick-Ass and Scarlet Witch, they sucked. And then Bryan Cranston, spoiler alert, this was 4 years ago? He died in the first 30 minutes.
Right.
The characters in the last one sucked. So.
The characters were not good. Outside of
Chandler.
No, I mean in the last one, and he was in this one. The guy that no one hires.
Right.
God, I could have said his name yesterday.
Ken. Isn't it Ken
Sato?
something? Maybe.
Ito.
I'm not sure. Ito?
I don't know. No, Watabe.
Right.
Ken Watabe.
Yeah.
He's great in it again, right? But, the acting, and Millie Bobby Brown was great in it, the little girl from Stranger Things. No, the acting was way better than the first movie. So that's why I didn't... if you ask me how was the movie, I'll say, good.
Yeah.
But I'm a Godzilla fan. I should have been Infinity War, Endgame,
Right.
We were making fun of how Eric couldn't breathe, but I mean, I couldn't really breathe. So, I think for, again, big Godzilla nerds like Aaron, I think it was amazing because they hit on a lot of stuff.
All right.
So.
All right. Well, that's the Godzilla review, at least. I don't know. I'm not even excited to see it now.
Sorry. I mean, I'm just giving you my opinion because you're asking for it.
No, it's fine.
Some movies you don't ask people's opinion; you just want to have it for yourself.
I know,
but the plot device is awful.
Right.
Oh my god!
Is it like a twist?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, whatever. Anyways, for NXT, we got Mia Yim versus Bianca Belair starting the show. This was slow and boring, probably like the Godzilla movie.
Yeah, Bianca looked amazing though. Gosh, she's really good.
She looked amazing?
She looked amazing.
That's
the words I used, yeah.
Right. Not in the ring, but
appearance. No, her appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
She's just, oh my God.
So Mia hits her finisher.
Yeah.
Protect your neck! Which I hate when Ronaldo says that.
Yeah.
But Bianca rolls out of the ring.
Right.
In the end, Bianca picked up Mia for a power bomb, but Mia got out of it by pulling on Bianca's hair.
Yeah.
which is like, oh, you beat me, last time with your hair, so now I'm going to beat you with your hair. And then Mia hit her finisher again, and this time she pinned Bianca for the win.
So right before the match, was it Nigel? Is that the guy, the English guy?
The British guy, yeah.
He's like, Bianca has never been pinned in the WWE. Like, he yelled it out, like, right before. They don't really talk about that.
Because she's been only tapped
Submitted
out.
twice or whatever. Yeah.
Well, I mean, she lost on plenty of house shows, but that's not canon.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, got pinned?
Yeah. This was before they were pushing her.
Oh, okay.
Like Ember Moon beat her when Ember Moon was in NXT.
Yeah, but was she Bianca Belair or was she like Sammy?
She was Bianca Belair.
Oh, okay.
She was. Yeah, but it was before they were really pushing her. So, yeah.
We did talk about that recently, how, house shows are literally, they're not part of the storyline.
Yeah, unless something happens.
They're like little side comics that just like...
Unless something real happens.
Sure.
Like a title changes.
Sure.
Or they film it and show it.
Right.
That's only when they wanted to. So, after the match, Ranallo yelled, Mia Yim just knocked out former NXT Women's Title Challenger Bianca Belair.
Yeah, what?
It's like, that's something Vince would do on Raw.
Yeah, but he's probably in the back doing that on NXT in someone's ear.
I'm not even sure Vince knows that NXT is still a thing.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
That was weird. So next up, we have a video package for Velveteen Dream versus Tyler Breeze for TakeOver. It starts with Dream holding up a selfie stick saying, Tyler Breeze, I remember you. And then we watch footage of Breeze during his first run in NXT. And they show Breeze finding out he's going to the main roster. He gets a standing ovation from the NXT locker room. However, Dream says that's the last time you got a standing ovation, which is, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
And then we see Breeze losing matches and doing stupid segments with Fandango on the main roster. And Dream says the spotlight was too hot for you, Tyler. The NXT universe has upgraded their cellular plan. The upgrade, Velveteen Dream. That was a good line.
Yeah, sure.
And then we watch footage of Velveteen Dream succeeding. Mm-hmm. And finally Breeze talks. He says he wasn't just gorgeous, he was a staple of NXT. And he says it's time for Prince Pretty to push Dream out of my spotlights. So,
I mean, I know we're going to get to predictions, but this is just a Dream, 10-minute Dream match? Like, you're bringing a guy from the main roster just to come in and just lose?
I mean, who else would he fight?
So what is the chances that Tyler Breeze takes this title off him?
I mean, the only chance would be like that the only reason he's beating him is so Dream can be called up, but
or Fandango comes
in
back.
June he gets called up. There's no way, right?
Fandango's ready maybe and interferes. And I don't know.
I don't know. I'd say very little. 5.
Yeah, all right. Maybe 10. But yeah.
But I don't see any of it making sense. Like, why would Dream get called up in June?
Well, there's been zero buildup. There's been 1 week of buildup for this, really, on the show.
Right.
So yeah, you can't do that and then give him a title. Doesn't make sense. Unless it's a transition time.
They just want a good match, and I think that's what Triple H is like. That's what separates TakeOver from the main roster pay-per-views is it's 5 matches and they're all going to be good.
Right.
A couple of them will be great.
Yeah. But
they'll all be good matches. Because if you didn't do this, again, you could have had Roderick Strong versus Dream, but then we would think the Undisputed Era is winning all the gold, right? Which isn't an issue, but I guess you could have had that. But obviously, they're going with Riddle and
I'm
Strong.
really surprised.
But if it's not Breeze, who? Kona Reeves?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Dijakovic. We know that, but he got hurt.
Right.
So it's just like, they're just not.
Keith Lee. Interesting match.
Oh yeah, but no.
No. Well, yeah, but no.
Yeah. So
true.
That's why you got to do this. They're a little low on talent right now.
Dude.
Yeah.
You got a point there. Yeah.
They're a little low on talent.
They are. And they're probably going to steal some more soon.
Maybe, yeah. I guess they have to. So next up, we go backstage where Shayna Baszler and friends are finishing up a photo shoot.
Oh, no.
A reporter asked Shayna, last week Io Shirai attacked the 3 of you with a kendo stick. Are you concerned she's going to try the same thing at TakeOver? And then Shayna's like, no, you fucking idiot. Like, She's not allowed weapons at TakeOver.
I mean, if she uses it, that'd be great.
Is it a kendo stick match? Is it a no DQ match? But
She asked a dumb question, and then on camera, in a tape segment, she made her feel stupid.
Right.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. I mean, she should have been like a total bitch.
You keeping this?
Yeah. She was like, well, she's not allowed weapons, and she's run all out of friends, but I still happen to have mine. Now, get out of the way.
Get.
Like,
You get. She literally said this, and I still have mine. Now, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Come on, girls. In acting class, it should be an essential part of the developmental center or development center, whatever they call it.
I'm sure it is. She's not good, and they just put her on anyway. There should be like a rule. Well, if you can't do this, you just can't do it.
Right.
Sorry. So next up, we have Kushida versus Drew Gulak. This was boring as well. They kept going for arm bars the entire time. I guess if you like arm bars, you love this match.
If you liked arm bars,
Attempted arm bars,
have I got a match for you?
Yeah.
Do you like attempted arm bars? Do you like Back to the Future characters? Do you like transplants from Japan? Well, have I got a match for you?
I mean, I love Back to the Future, but I hate Kushida.
Do you like arm bars?
Not really.
No, no one does.
Maybe if there was just one.
Arm bars were
20.
like what they used in the 80s to kill time in a match.
Yeah.
But yeah, there shouldn't be too many arm bars. Maybe in the first couple moments of a match, that's it.
Yeah.
When they
Well, it's the thing.
Reverse.
It's because they both do arm bars, though. So what are they going to do?
Yeah, true. What are they gonna do?
But 7
Wrestling
minutes.
moves?
Yeah. And this was like 7 minutes, and Kushida won with a roll-up.
Yeah.
And then after the match, Gulak and Kushida yell at each other in the ring, and then Gulak storms out. So this is going to continue.
Yeah, I was trying to see what he was saying, but
He said, "You're a coward." And it was like, all right, for a roll-up win, I guess. Yeah.
you're a coward.
Yeah.
Because you beat me. Does that make you a bitch? Yes.
I just don't understand, like, why do you? Okay, so you have the first match at 7 minutes, boring roll up, and it's like, oh, we're gonna do it again, but the next time it's gonna be really good. It's like, why don't you just do the really good match this time?
Before 205 Live, was Gulak in NXT?
No.
So he went right to 205 Live when they signed
Yeah,
him.
I mean, I'm sure he was signed by WWE or something, but you never saw him in NXT or anything.
There's a guy that's going to NXT that had never been in NXT.
Actually, no, I don't even think he was. Yeah, because when they started the whole 205 Live, they got a bunch of them, and they kind of like started
True. Right. That's
right away, and they
Yeah.
didn't even have like official contracts yet. They were just like, yeah, we'll bring you on the show, and if you're good, we'll sign you. So yeah,
Gabagulak.
I miss Gabagulak so much.
Yeah.
So backstage, Kathy Kelly tells Io Shirai about Shayna Baszler's comments from earlier, and she asks Shirai if she's concerned about her match at TakeOver, and Io says, I'm not afraid of Shayna or her friends, so she could bring them to TakeOver. Also, I don't need a kendo stick to beat Shayna. And then she starts speaking Japanese, and Kathy Kelly's like, what the fuck?
But like, I don't understand why she's talking about a candlestick, like from Clue. Like, I didn't understand that part.
A candlestick?
That's what she said. And I use a candlestick. What?
In the study,
In the study with the Professor
I
Plum.
believe the master did it in the study with the candlestick.
You're wrong. It was
Professor Plum.
Professor Plum.
I said Plum.
I said Plum.
No way you said mustard. Best 3 out of 5. I don't believe this guy. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Best of 7.
Damn right.
Damn right.
You know, there's...
No way.
Yes way.
We can quote that entire movie.
Yeah. And that's such a great scene.
The
Really,
actor,
it's like...
who's the actor?
It's not the best movie, but...
William, I forget his name. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. It's not the best movie, but that scene is one of the best scenes ever.
Yes. The actor who played Death.
Yeah.
I was on my first ever movie set in Houston on a movie called Rocket Man
Yeah.
with Harlan Williams, and he was
So bad.
he was in that movie too. And for half a day, we sat around talking about Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, and he just kept doing the lines for me.
That's awesome.
And he said he came up with the line, "You may be a king or a little street sweeper, but sooner or later you dance with the reaper."
Really?
Yeah.
Were you actually... Could you be seen in Rocket Man?
I mean, I've never seen the movie, so I
I saw it. Well, I saw it with Mom.
Yeah.
Just because I was like, 10.
I think so.
Yeah.
I just think I have to like find the scene I was in.
Right.
Because I was in like a few scenes, like I worked at NASA, so I could have been put in anything.
It was so bad. I mean, how long were you on the set for?
A couple of days, 2-3 days.
Was it when they were on Mars?
No. It was when they were in NASA.
Okay.
Like at
because
NASA
they were filming at NASA,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Oh my! It was the whole movie was fart jokes.
Yeah.
It's literally like he was just farting.
Why was he put in the program?
I don't remember. I don't remember that fucking. I just remember fart.
Harlan
It
Williams.
was literally like, it wasn't me, and he's like, "What do you mean it wasn't you? We're the only two people on this planet." It's just like it's so bad.
It wasn't me
Yeah.
who farted.
Yeah.
Okay. I promise you. It wasn't
Sure.
me.
Everyone has no idea what movie we're talking about.
Harlan Williams.
That movie was so bad. So, anyways, Io Shirai says she doesn't need a kendo stick.
Right.
How did we go from kendo stick to
Candlestick?
Yeah, that's right. Candlestick
to the death.
Right. Okay. Anyways, so I don't need a kendo
We just did it
stick.
again.
Yeah. But then Candice LeRae walks up and she tells Io, "Thank you for having my back last week. And I want you to know that at TakeOver, I have your back." And then Io thanks Candice. She gets really close to her. Like, I thought she was going to kiss her for a second. She's like, "Oh, thank you, Candice." And then she gets really closer to her. And it's like, oh, what's going on?
I thought she was going to say, "Thank you, but I do everything myself because I'm a dumb heel." No, she's like, "Yeah, you can be my
A dumb heel, a dumb face.
Oh, yeah, dumb face. I mean, yeah.
So she thanks Candice. And then Candice tells Kathy, you could tell Shane, you could let Shayna know that she's going to have her back. And then they walk away with their arms around each other like they're best friends all of a sudden.
Best friends.
I thought Kairi Sane was Io's best friend.
But she gone.
But she leave me.
She leave me.
She bitch.
She
So for the main event, we have Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch versus the Forgotten Sons.
Sure.
This is a match we've seen before. Luckily,
Yeah, we knew this was going to end in chaos.
Yeah. Thankfully, it doesn't last long.
Right.
Riker interferes early, so the ref ejects him. However, the Street Profits attack him on the stage and then head to the ring. The Street Profits, Lorcan and Burch toss out the Forgotten Sons, so the match ends in a DQ. Then the Street Profits start fighting Lorcan and Burch, but then the Forgotten Sons come back in and clear the ring with chair shots. Then as Jackson Riker gets up, Adam Cole and Roderick Strong attack him. Then Fish and O'Reilly come out too, and the four of them beat up Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake. Adam Cole then pulls out a ladder from under the ring, and all four members of Undisputed Era pick it up and drive it into Riker's face. Fuck you. And then they set up the ladder on the stage. Cole sits on the top, grabs a mic, and says, "Riddle, Gargano, at TakeOver, that is Undisputed," and he points at Riker's dead body.
Yeah, it's the old double swerve.
What's that?
Double swerve. Where they go, wait a minute. They're standing tall, too tall. There's no way they win any of these matches.
Yeah.
But then they win all of the matches.
Really? Okay.
We'll see.
I mean, yeah. I guess we will.
Would you like to talk about the YouTube video now?
Yes, but first, who was your worst dressed?
I
I had Marty McDuck Brown fly.
you just. I'm going to put Shayna when
Marty
her
Doc
backstage. Did she
Fly.
shave off her eyebrows to look more like a monster?
She had no eyebrows.
No, she had no eyebrows. She looked very scary. So Shayna Baszler,
Okay. Best dressed.
Bianca Belair.
Okay. I had Kathy Kelly.
I like
Worst moments.
the Baszler segment with the girls and get out of my way.
Yeah. I had me and Bianca starting the show because I was excited to watch NXT, and then that started, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna suck," and then it did. Best moment.
Standing tall.
Shock the system. Yeah.
You can
was
hold
cool
all the
stuff.
gold real soon.
Yeah, it was nice. Good stuff at the end. All right, so on WWE Network, this is also on YouTube, so anyone could watch it. They had a special called Target NXT Takeover.
Interesting.
Where they followed Gargano, Adam Cole, and then Io Shirai and Baszler. But most of it was about Gargano and Cole.
And
especially
how
Gargano.
long of a time did they follow them for? Because they went to different cities.
Like a week or two.
Yeah. It's interesting.
I think it was a week because Gargano was in Cleveland for like a week.
Right.
So first we see Gargano hugging Triple H in Gorilla after winning the NXT Championship at TakeOver New York. And then we see Triple H telling Gargano's family that Johnny fought his way through everything that he got here. And it's funny because when we were at TakeOver New York, we were only a few rows behind Gargano's family, and we saw them filming that the whole time. And obviously this is what it was used for.
Yeah.
So then we see Johnny and Candice arrive at Gargano's Restaurant and Catering, which is in Cleveland, Ohio.
Family business.
Family business.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And we have an old photo of Johnny when he was a kid dressing up as Shawn Michaels. And they interviewed his mom, who said, yeah, he could have a rematch with Adam Cole, but he'll win again. It's fine. Meanwhile, we watch Adam Cole performing at multiple house shows, and he's cutting promos.
We're going to have to go to this restaurant if we're ever in Cleveland. I mean, oh, wait, no.
Yeah, we'll never be in Cleveland.
Unfortunately. Sorry,
Right.
Cleveland.
What are the chances that there's good Italian food in Cleveland?
I don't know. The Gargano? I mean, decent now.
But if they've been in Cleveland their whole lives,
I mean,
they immigrated
no one's perfect.
from Italy to Cleveland. I think we made a wrong turn.
we passed all those people in New York that sound and look just like us. But let's just keep going to Cleveland.
So next up, Johnny and Candice show up to the Cleveland Browns training facility, and Johnny goes to the press room and pretends he's doing a press conference. And so Candice pretends to be a reporter and asks, rumor has it that your championship win at TakeOver was the happiest day of your life. Is that true? And then he's like, oh, without a shadow of doubt, that's the happiest moment of my life. Nothing comes close. And then Candice looks in the camera and shakes her head.
Yeah, I mean, funny, I guess. First of all, she looked awful. The lighting or something made her look terrible.
Yeah.
Secondly, I'm sorry. It's not even a joke. It is the happiest moment of his life. Don't tell me marrying your wife. Okay, if you have a wife and you love her, marrying, the moment you're marrying, like, that's not a moment. Like, you had your entire life or the years that you led up to the marriage. Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, wait, when we got married was when we're really together. No, not really. No, the greatest single moment of his life was winning that NXT title.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when people say, oh, the birth of my children. It's like, really? There was like, blood and shit everywhere. It's disgusting.
A very similar
what are you
take.
talking about?
Very similar take. But at least a child, like, again, when Joey was handed to me as a new father, you know what I mean? Like, that's a moment where you're like, I don't understand these emotions and why am I crying and what's happening right now. Whereas, marriage, you're like, oh, are we doing this? All right, fuck. We'll do it. Will you? Yeah, I will. Okay? Are we good?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, yeah, that was a funny little thing.
Right.
Then he put on a helmet and danced around. What else did they do?
Then he was a guest on the Browns radio network where he compared NXT to the Browns. He was like, we're a little underrated, but we got a great roster now. He's excited about Odell and
That's
everything.
funny. Like the current Browns, yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's excitement.
Right.
There's hope.
Meanwhile, Cole does more house shows and he cuts a backstage promo saying he's meant to be the NXT champion and this brand will thrive with him on top and he will do anything to make that happen. Next, Johnny throws out the first pitch for an Indians game and it went well. It was a little outside, but like it was a good pitch,
They didn't bounce it.
Huh? No,
Just don't bounce it and throw it and make sure the catcher can catch it.
Did you see the one from like earlier this week where it was the Chicago White Sox game?
The cameraman right in the face.
Yeah. And
awesome.
the cameraman's 5 feet from her to the left and she just throws it right at him. That was so great.
I think they have to start doing practice throws underneath the stadium or wherever.
Right.
Just to say, okay, throw me the ball.
But I think this is the only reason people even care to watch these is to see something like that happen. There was one where like someone's like,
here we go.
They're like,
ladies and gentlemen, throwing out the first pitch. Margaret, who has never thrown a baseball.
right.
Enjoy, everyone.
Yeah.
That's what it should
Yeah.
be like.
The best was when Gary Delabate did it the last time he did it was like in 08. And like the week leading up, they were just like, Howard on the show, he's like, why did you agree to do this, Gary? And already he's like, I don't know. I don't know. Like even before the pitch, he's like, but Gary's been a coach of his son's baseball teams and everything. He's like, no, I can throw a pitch. It's just, just the nerves get to me. Come to find out, he can't throw a pitch. He can't throw a baseball.
You and I grew up in a sports-orientated family, but we were never like D1 athletes.
Right.
And we were small until we were old. I get that.
Yeah.
But like, we could throw a ball.
Right.
How are you a man
I know.
and not be able to throw a ball?
I know.
Throw a ball. And a baseball is one of the easiest. It's weighted. You could literally just kind of, if you're listening, I'm raising my arm and just throwing it towards the target, and it'll fly that way.
Yeah.
I don't know how celebrities screw this up. I'll give women a pass if they've never played a sport.
Yeah.
But men grow up playing sports. Gary's like you said, a little league coach.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
It's hilarious.
Not after they saw that.
Well, then the best was like a couple months later, he was on Jimmy Kimmel, and Jimmy had him throw a pitch there, and he hit a woman in the head in the crowd. And she got a concussion, they said.
Oh my God. Like, what the hell?
But anyways, people were like, "Oh, this might be the worst first pitch ever." Then someone showed one where they threw it so far, like to the right, that it hit a guy in the balls who was just standing there. It was hilarious. That was so great. Anyways, next up, Gargano shows up to AIW Wrestling School in Cleveland and talks to the students there, and he lets them take pictures with the NXT Championship. And one of the students cries because he's holding the NXT Championship. He's like, "I'll never hold this for real." But he was really emotional.
Yeah.
And then we see Cole beat Riddle at a house show. And then he says there can only be one number one, and that's me because Gargano is a number two. Gargano then says Cole gave him his best at TakeOver, 4 against 1, and he still beat him.
Cole says, on the first fall, I pinned him clean.
Right.
Like, that's a little fourth wallish, Cole.
Yeah.
We're supposed to talk about that.
Right. Clean win.
But anyway.
So next up, we see Io Shirai walking with Candice, telling her that she's already beaten Shayna in Japan. This is before they were in NXT. However, Shayna has gotten stronger since then, and we see a before and after picture showing how Shayna has bulked up. And she did. You see the pictures, but it's also because in MMA you cut weight, and in wrestling you add weight. Right. So it's like, well, of course she's bigger now. Like,
for sure.
You have to lose weight in MMA.
Yeah.
Shayna also says Io has a lot more experience than her previous opponents, but she says that she has as much experience in one-on-one combat. Then they interview Marina Shafir, who says Shayna's focused and she's not always fun to be around. And then Jessamine Duke says, I wouldn't want to be standing in the ring across from her. And then we see Shayna training with Shafir and Duke in an octagon, and it looks like Shayna put Shafir to sleep with the Kirifuda clutch. Like, that's your friend.
Yeah. Well, you got to train.
And then they get this really close shot of Shayna's face, and she has her in the clutch, and she's like, and it just looks horrifying.
Yeah.
It's just like the ugliest face you've ever seen.
And you would think, like, oh, she's really laying it into her friend there.
Yeah.
Enjoying it.
She's killing her. Yeah. She's not going to be at TakeOver. Io Shirai then claims she will beat Shayna, but Baszler says Shirai's dreams will not come true. But I like these. I think they should do this every time.
Sure.
These were really good.
It was very well done.
It kind of reminded me of the Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 12 promo. Mm-hmm. That was only a couple minutes, but like it kind of followed them around. So I like that. Also, I think when Shawn fought Sid in Royal Rumble, they kind of did that.
Yeah.
Like following him around San Antonio or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. So I only have one news/rumors. According to PW Insider, Road Dogg Jesse James is now working full time in NXT.
Okay, so they kept him in the company, and
he's like, just get me away from Vince,
and he's a lot happier.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. But let's get to fan questions.
Before we go to that, you want to do a little Moxley Jericho pod recap, or you want to save that for the main show?
I mean, I guess I want to get into it. A lot of it in the main show. Okay. But I mean, it was very eye-opening.
If you haven't listened to it, I mean, you have to go listen to it. It's very real.
Yeah.
You find out everything you want to know about Dean Ambrose / Johnny Moxley.
Right.
And why he left.
Yeah.
And what he's doing. And how upset he was with his character in WWE. And Vince's, like, how Vince does things. It was very behind the scenes.
He buries Vince. He buried Vince more than Punk did.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
It's bad for WWE, and it makes you excited about their mission.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Well, that's what we were hoping. We're like, we hope AEW is good, that it forces WWE to change. Yeah. And that's what he said on the podcast.
Right. Right. And he goes, look, I don't want them to fail. I got friends there. My wife's there. You know, I don't want them to fail. I just want them to change.
Yeah. He's like, Vince, your creative process sucks. Change it.
Right.
He buries Vince. He's like, Vince, who's, allegedly a genius. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. And it's everything we said, from like how the Bane character sucked, the people stink. He hated doing all of that. The shots.
Did not go after Triple H at all.
Right.
Which really tells me that like he's got their respect.
Yeah.
And they know someday things will get better.
Right.
If they don't ruin the company.
Well, he also said, well, Vince isn't leaving. He's going to die on the throne.
He did say that. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how when they were like, talking about, here's your contract. And he was like, before you do that, and like, no, just read the contract. He's like, no, I'm done.
Right.
But yeah, what we're going to get into.
He wanted to be like this. Like, let me see this. Yeah, no. And throw it back at him. Right. But he never got that chance. They didn't give him that chance.
Yeah. We're going to break it down.
Oh, did you see how much he got paid for the Final Shield show?
Yeah, $500.
$500. Is that because he was out of his contract already?
No, it was because that was like his last appearance, so Vince just paid him $500. I'm sure, because like your contract in WWE is like you have this many shows, so anything that's over, you kind of just get bonus money.
Yeah, and
Vince just gave him the minimum he could give anyone. So yeah, that kind of goes against the whole like, well, they gave him this huge send off. Well, not financially, they didn't.
No. But it was weird how this all went down. And they talked about that a little bit too. So
yeah,
go listen to it. It's great stuff.
I think they were just trying to get him to because he could have re-signed at any moment. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're going to break it down, the whole thing on the main show.
Okay.
So fan question, Steve the Don Vellante, what are the chances that Roderick Strong attacks Tyler Breeze before his match with the Dream, so Undisputed Era will be draped in gold? I don't see that happening.
You mean like take over? Take his spot?
Yeah.
That could happen.
So Strong's going to have 2 matches? Wouldn't he have to beat Riddle, though, too? I don't know. I don't see that happening. Yeah. Mike Dawes, now that Dean is gone, will we see weekly segments of Lashley taking care of his wife for him? That's right. He said he was going to do that. Lashley said that.
He did.
He said, I'll take care of your wife for you.
I'm sure he's going to take care of her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Renee was like, what does that mean? It's like, don't be so oblivious, Renee.
Yeah.
He's going to fuck you. Rand the Man, does TakeOver 25's match card have the strength to edge out TakeOver New Orleans? I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but TakeOver New Orleans is the greatest show I've ever seen, so I can't look at this card and be like, oh, yes. But, I mean, any show that you have Undisputed Era and you've got Gargano and you've got, Velveteen Dream, it could be a great show.
I mean, I can't see this ladder match beating the North American ladder match.
Yeah.
Because, that was insane. It
was insane.
But that doesn't mean it's going to be a bad show by any means.
They're
all A's. I think we had one takeover recently that we said was a B or a B plus.
Yeah.
And I think it was the January one.
Probably.
Phoenix.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right.
So Joey Montez, maybe y'all shouldn't worry. Maybe y'all shouldn't watch Saudi Mania. I'm sorry, guys. I feel bad for this torture that is bestowed upon you. I mean, it will be torturous, but it should make for a pretty funny recap.
I'm sure.
Travis Ulrich, do you think WWE tried to sign Luchasaurus for NXT? I doubt it.
No. I think he's a joke, but he's amazing.
I mean, here's the thing. It's like, people are talking about how it's ridiculous because his gimmick is that he's a dinosaur. But, like, not really. The Luchas, they all have dragon masks, right? I mean, they're all dragons.
His gimmick is not that he's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
His gimmick is that he likes dinosaurs.
Right.
No one believes he's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
It's not part of the storyline that he's a dinosaur. It's just he likes dinosaurs.
But how come we think he's cool and Kairi Sane as a pirate isn't?
Here's why. Dinosaurs are cool. Female pirates, not so cool. Male pirates, not so cool.
Yeah.
Outside of Johnny Depp,
right?
Pirates aren't cool.
Yeah, they're not. That's a good
again.
point.
I don't understand. I think I've said this on this podcast before. So real quick,
I don't think she'd make a good
I
dinosaur.
don't understand how pirates have been glorified in modern society. They raped, they stole. Like there are pirates now. These Somalian guys come up to a
Yeah.
boat and they shoot you
Right.
and they take all your shit. They're pirates.
Right.
That's what pirates do.
Yeah.
They literally rape and pillage. And now it's like, hey, I'm a lovable pirate.
It's Disney.
Yeah, aren't you stealing and raping?
Yeah.
That's what you are.
Well, in the whole like the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, that's Jack Sparrow's
Jack Sparrow.
like reputation,
yes.
and then all of a sudden he becomes like a good guy,
Fun loving.
kind of.
He turned face right away
He did,
for the rest of the franchise.
right. There's so many moments where
Look
you're
for
just
number
like,
7 in theaters next summer.
Oh God,
I didn't watch the last one.
yeah.
Or 2 or 3.
I think the difference is that just some people could pull off these weird gimmicks, you know, like because Kyrie Sane, I don't think she'd be a good dinosaur either.
No. Probably not.
Especially when you're smiling she just does the big grin and everything.
Yeah.
It's like she's cute, but she doesn't look threatening at all.
Right.
Like she's going to beat you up.
Right.
Where Luchasaurus is this tall guy with, a scary mask. And I don't know. I love it. Stephen Avon, do you think AEW will have an issue with every top guy trying to be a cool heel? I feel like they all had the same gimmick.
Kind of. There's a little bit of that.
I mean, I don't think...
They have to separate themselves. Give them time.
The only issues I had were like those SCU guys that were acting like, the Undisputed Era.
Right. They'll start developing their personalities and they'll separate,
Right.
I think.
Gabriel, Jericho's different from everyone.
Of course.
Moxley's different from everyone.
Rhodes is different. Yeah.
Yeah. Gabriel
Stars.
Ballin, Pushfire Barry, Bobby Lashley's sister segment, Bailey, This Is Your Life, and the Sami Zayn electric chair segment. If I'm pushing the electric chair,
Yeah.
the
Probably
other
firing
one's
the Lashley sister.
really tough. I mean, they're both just
Awful.
atrocious.
Yeah, let's fire both. It's our podcast.
Fire both.
It's our podcast.
And we'll
Push, fire.
Push and bury the electric chair.
Push it. Yeah. Yeah.
Daniel Fisher, is it time to put Always Kill Reigns back in the theme song?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish I need to talk to the guy who made the song so that we can just have like a fade out without him yelling anything at the end. Because right now it's still Always Kill Lashley. It's just like Tony V, how long until Kushida is buried under the rubble of 205 Live? How long?
2 months.
2 months?
Yeah, be quick.
That is really quick. I mean, he's already fighting a 205.
Before Survivor Series?
Okay, he's already fighting a 205 Live guy.
He had a match? Oh, just a guy,
He's fighting,
Yep.
what's his name? We just talked about him. Gabagulak.
Gabagool.
All right, now it's time for TakeOver 25 predictions.
Here it
they
is.
actually called it TakeOver 25 this week.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right, that's good. At least it has a name.
Yep.
First match, Matt Riddle versus Roderick Strong.
Yeah, riddle me this. Who do you think's going to win?
Riddle.
Yeah, me too.
I have Riddle with a submission.
I have a pin.
Any outside interference?
Sure.
I have no.
Okay.
NXT Tag Team Championship ladder match. Fish and O'Reilly versus Lorcan and Birch versus Street Profits versus the Forgotten Sons. A.K.A. the Undisputed Era versus 3 jobber teams.
I'm going to go with the Undisputed Era.
You don't have a jobber team?
I couldn't think of one.
I know. Like, I almost was... I was like, maybe the Street Profits. Like,
Maybe.
I don't know.
To me, it's Undisputed Era 90%, Street Profits 8%, and just leaving 1% for the Suns and Lorcan and Birch.
I have Fish and O'Reilly.
Yep.
Any outside interference?
Yes.
I have no. Does anyone hang from the top?
No.
I have yes.
Oh, boy.
I think there's a good chance like Ford does it because
Okay.
Ford's crazy.
All right.
First to use a ladder as a weapon.
Forgotten Sons.
Oh. Are we doing team or just person?
Oh.
I was thinking person.
Do a team, so there's a better
Okay,
chance.
well,
of points.
I had Cutler, so I guess Forgotten Sons.
Okay.
And how many broken
So
ladders?
cross it off. I put 1.
Okay, I put 3.
Oh, wow.
There's 8 people in this match.
I understand.
North American Championship, Velveteen Dream versus Tyler Breeze.
Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, I got Dream with a pin.
Pin.
Any selfies during the match?
I love this question, and yes.
I have yes. Yeah. Sure. NXT Women's Championship, Baszler versus Shirai.
I really want to pick Io, but I can't. So until she proves me wrong, let's go Baszler.
I have Baszler as well with a submission.
Yep.
Any outside interference?
Yep.
Of course. Over under 18 minutes.
Under.
Yeah, I put under. Okay. It's funny because I did this whole sheet myself this time. So like I was like, what's like the for this match like over under 18 minutes? And I don't know, but I put under still.
No, that's
because I felt 15 minutes was too
short.
I think that'd be over.
20's too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then finally, so far we have the same
couple
matches.
little things that are different.
Finally, the NXT Championship:
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole.
I've Adam Cole.
I've
Adam Cole.
Son
I have
of
Adam
a
Cole.
bitch.
I think they're going to be draped in gold, and they have to do it soon before Vince steals them.
Okay, I have Gargano, please God, with a submission.
Pin,
Any outside interference?
of course.
Who will Johnny cosplay as?
You go first, because I got
This
it.
will be in all of his future takeover matches if he has any.
Yeah.
I have Deadpool.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. I have Godzilla. It'll be Godzilla based because Godzilla just came out.
How do you cosplay as Godzilla?
How do you cosplay as Iron Man? You wear red boots and have a red. You know what I mean?
He didn't have red boots. He had the Iron Man. His chest was Iron Man. It was all. It was
His chest.
not his. His shirt.
Right. So you can wear a fucking Godzilla shirt.
And it lit up. It had the Iron Man symbol. Was he gonna have he's gonna come out with a
He's gonna do that.
he's gonna come out with a tail?
Fuck yeah, for sure, for sure.
Is he Luchasaurus?
Maybe. I love that answer though. So,
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
See, I almost put Spider-Man, but I thought you were gonna say Spider-Man, so I didn't want to put Spider-Man.
And it's probably Spider-Man. Yeah. When does Far From Home come out?
Huh?
When does it come out?
July? Yeah, I think so. Yes, I was thinking either Spider-Man or Deadpool. I put Deadpool. Over under 25 minutes?
Over.
For
sure.
What's the opening match?
The ladder match. It's always a ladder
That's
match.
what I have as well. This is going to come down to just that one match.
It's going to come down to the fucking pin versus
Whoever
submission
wins.
for Riddle.
Gargano or Cole, who wins?
Yep.
Will there be blood?
Yes.
I have yes. Any matches end in a roll-up?
No.
No. Should we even do these predictions?
Does anyone go through announcer's table?
Yeah. No, I have no.
I have yes.
Okay. Are there any main roster stars shown in the crowd watching the show?
Even though they're not traveling with Raw or SmackDown, I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say yes, too, although I don't think we've seen any in the last couple shows.
Yeah, maybe not.
But we're due. And then special appearance by someone currently not on the NXT roster or who's been off TV.
Couldn't think of anyone.
Sitting in the crowd doesn't count.
Right.
Yeah,
Because of that, I can't think of anyone.
I didn't put anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's not a special appearance.
All right. Let me see that. I'll tell you how many points difference we have. 2, 4,
probably like
6,
9.
8, 10,
There's that many?
14,
Really?
16. 16 different
I'm
points.
shocked.
I know.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. And we'll tie.
Yeah. Hey, works for me.
Yeah, right. Right.
Because I'm the champ.
I'm the champ.
I have both titles, don't I?
Do you?
Yeah. That's pretty cool. All right, we'll see you guys after TakeOver.
First time?
No.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
No. Because back then I used to just do the podcast, the NXT recaps with Josh, and he would never win. So I always had the NXT title.
That's right. That's right. Well, I'll be happy to take it back off your hands.
We'll see. All right.
Cole is draped in gold.
I don't know how I'm going to feel if Cole wins.
But it's fine. It's fine.
Johnny doesn't get one title
He
defense.
either goes right up to the main roster or he wins it right back.
If Gargano loses and goes to the main roster, he's going to 205 Live to die. We know this.
If you watched the damn YouTube thing, that told me everything. Gargano, he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's it. Goodbye. Good night now. He won the fucking Super Bowl. He was the ultimate underdog.
Yeah.
He won the Super Bowl. He's not Tom Brady. He's like the Jets. They finally won. Good night. See you in 50 years or goodbye forever. That's who he is. He's the Philadelphia Eagles. He's not.
Why?
That's how I
Is
feel.
he small?
And that's the story they told too. I felt like they told that story. Like, here's his family. They're all loving that he's the champ. That was a great time.
He is the ultimate underdog, but he's also the most fucking talented in-ring performer in the company.
Well, true, but he's probably going against the number 2 in-ring performer. You know what I mean?
I know, but I'm just saying he shouldn't be buried on 205 Live.
No, you keep saying 205. Shut your whore mouth. You're putting it out there to the world. There's no way. There's no way.
There's no way.
205 Live.
There's no way they bury him?
He's too big. No. On 205. Let me. Like I said the whole sentence. There's no way they bury him on 205.
Oh, so he still goes to 205 Live. That's being buried.
He does not go to 205 Live.
Even if you're
unless they bring it back to Raw or SmackDown because of whatever.
Even if you're the champ.
No, he's not going to 205 Live.
Who's
not.
Tony Nese?
I don't know.
He's the cruiserweight champion.
I know he is.
He's buried.
And
he's the champion.
He's the champion.
Come on. Gargano's like 5'4". He's not.
True.
Anyways, we'll see you guys after TakeOver 25 in Bridgeport or whatever it is.
Boom.
Like Stone Cold Steve Austin, it kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big Flair's pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every certain most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo push him off a cliff. Doesn't think Stacy Keibler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Always kill
Lashley.